Well, hello there, a voice says coming from the dust as it begins to settle. Trunks, however, knows that voice far too well. 17, he says with a growl, gripping tightly to his sword, waiting for when the androids popped out of the smoke to pounce. Android 17 is a bit surprised as he steps out into the clearing, looking around at the group, and not too far behind him coming out 18 and 16 with Jero behind him cackling maniacally. Behold my greatest creations, you no longer stand a chance to get in the way of my plans again. Vegeta looked at the androids, 2 females and the large brute in the back. Was this really his best work? So am I supposed to be scared, Jero, of these 2 females and the fridge in the back? I have already broken one of your toys, what's a few more? Android 17 narrowed his eyes at him. I'm a man, a boy you said, Vegeta said, interrupting him. He already loved getting on these androids' nerves but was growing bored. So Trunks, are these the ones you spoke of? Vegeta asked dismissively. Yes, that's Ben, don't let your guard down, please. The Saiyan Prince was about to scoff till he was knocked out of the cave into the distance, crashing into a mountain on the opposite side of the lab. The rest of the Z fighters were shocked as they looked where Vegeta had been blown off to before glancing back to the androids. 17 was standing with his arm outstretched as he looked around with a small smile, noting their fear, till his eyes landed on Frieza, who was smiling, trying his best to suppress a laugh, but then gladly failed as he burst out laughing. Did you see that fool fly, Goku? I wish I had it captured on a picture. Android 17 was confused because they were comrades, right? That's what he had been told by Jero. But here one of them was laughing at what had happened to one of their teammates. Were they underestimating him? I wouldn't laugh so much if I were you, he said, trying to gauge the reaction he got. But as soon as it started, the laughter abruptly stopped, as this being eyes locked with his with a menacing smile. I would be careful with your next choice of words. They may just tell how long you live. The two stared at each other fiercely till their eye contact was broken by Android 16 stepping into their vision. Are you Goku? He asked, looking at Goku, trying to confirm it was him because the hair was only recently added to records and other beings had been shown to possess it. Yay, that's me. Who are you? 16 locked eyes with him. Target confirmed. Carrying out primary protocol. Android 16 charged at frightening speed, and Goku quickly gauged he was going to attack. He was going to underestimate them like Vegeta, rather being cautious, and immediately went Super Saiyan Grade 2. An explosion sounded as dust blew everywhere, clouding the cave. But as the dust started to settle, Goku stood holding Android 16's fist as he stared him down, his expression serious. Android 16 didn't seem bothered on the surface as he jumped back some distance and looked at Goku. You seem stronger than my dates predicted. 17, 18, I may require your assistance. Do you comply? He said, looking at them. 17 was looking at Frieza, ready in a fighting stance. Sorry, big guy, think I might have my hands full. Ask 18. Android 18 walked forward, looking around at the ground. Seems Jero wasn't kidding when he said he needed our help, she said, looking back at the old man but glancing more at the remote in his hand. Goku saw her glance at the remote as he was trying to catch a glimpse of Jero. So what's that remote for? He asked, surprising everyone, even the androids. 18 decided to humor him before Jero was about to go on a tangent. It's how the old man keeps us in line. Shut up, you! Jero screamed as he stood with the remote at the ready. He knew he couldn't trust these androids. They had already tried to kill him before and almost succeeded. He wasn't going to let them again. So if I break it, you guys won't do anything bad? She looked at him, shocked and a bit confused. No. Goku, don't let them go. They will destroy this world as they did mine, Trunks said with a growl, unsheathing his sword as he started 18, who gave him that same look. That look he had not forgotten, as if he were an insect. the look she used to give him before she and 17 let him run off to live another day. Fine, 16, I'll help you, she said, but Goku's words kept on replaying in her mind. But before she could move to 16's side, a loud blast sounded outside. Another blast sounded as it blew around the cave. As the dust settled, Vegeta stood huffing and puffing, looking at 17 with anger now in his Super Saiyan state. "You're gonna pay for that," he said with a growl, staring at 17. "Hey sis, mind taking care of that for me?" 18 just scoffed. "Fine, but you owe me. Next time finish your own business, love you too sis." Vegeta felt even more offended. He, the Prince of Science, was going to be handed off to some android. "I hope you're ready, woman, you're about to see the true power of a Saiyan," he said as he powered up even more. 18 slowly proceeded to take off her jacket and throw it to the side and smiled, before she disappeared in a blur, appearing before Vegeta and slamming a bone-crunching kick into his side. Everyone in the cave heard the sickening crunch of breaking bones as Vegeta was sent crashing into the cave wall. "Father!" Trunks screamed as he rushed 18 and made her move from his dad. "That was a bad move, android," Frieza said as an electric started to crackle around the room. 16 was watching the power level of Goku rise incredibly but remained calm. "Now you got my Saiyan